Oh, thank you, Rich Swan. That's right. It is time again for total nonstop impact talk for impact fans right here on your YouTube and your Twitch this evening. To my left, your right, Alicia's joining me. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm back in the spooky vision.
Look at the lights! Wow, I got the spooky red lights, and you've got the orange lights with the. Wow, it is the month of Halloween.
Yes, it is.
At least you don't have Christmas lights up.
Yeah, I have way less Christmas decoration than I do Halloween.
So, for example, so you love Halloween,
Yes.
Getting that, yeah. So,
I love everything Halloween.
So, if it was up to you, would you have like a black and orange lit tree? Would you?
No, I don't. No. So, I love Halloween, but I don't like the idea of a Halloween Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Like, I do like Christmas. I like Halloween more. So I like to keep
so you wouldn't blend the two.
No. My husband is very patient with the Halloween stuff. So we get to do Christmas. He likes Christmas.
Okay. That's cool. So you let him decorate for Christmas. He lets you decorate for Halloween.
Yes.
Okay. That's
let's
nice.
Let the house explode in Halloween.
Right. Yeah. So that. Oh my. Yeah. So all right. So there's like a 50-50. That's great. That's great. Mm-hmm. Now, for example, another thing for being 50-50 in a marriage is like when your husband's about to go live and then you walk past him with a piece of pie and you don't offer him any.
The categories.
We've been married too fucking long for that 50-50 shit.
She says we've been married way too long for that 50-50 shit. All right, yeah. So as Alicia usually raises the cup that says "Welcome to the shit show," where is
tonight? It says "Let's kiss."
Oh, it says "Let's kiss." Let's kiss.
Oh.
Mwah. So,
what's happening here?
With a beautiful middle finger, it is crazy. Yes. So, let's thank some of our lovely donors here. It's always nice to see these before we're even live. That's when you know you're loved. It's beautiful. We appreciate it. Punk Tracy with the $5 chat saying popped in to say, hey, no coach clip, play a Deanna or Tasha clip instead. Well, let's see what we got here.
Some variety.
Yeah,
thank you. Thank you, Punk.
There we go. I'm looking and okay, here we go. Because she is the greatest.
I am the fucking greatest.
I think that's my favorite clip.
Yes. And just because we love you and you tipped us a 5 spot, here you go.
You get both.
Because she's back tonight and we love her and we're so excited about it. So thank you very much, Punk Tracy. Also tonight, we got Bell's Boy here with a 20 spot saying, good evening all. Damn, Adam Copeland took the edge off of AEW. Oh, interesting. WWE/NXT and AEW are stacked for next Tuesday. BFG is 2 weeks away. The wrestling rumor mill is running on overdrive, and rest in peace, Dick Butkus. I just got a piece of pie handed to me. There is love in the house. Thank you, babe. I love you.
Thank you, guys. Well, also to Tracy. What kind of pie is that? What you working with there?
That is pumpkin.
It is the season. Not my favorite, but good for you.
This is a Costco. If you have a Costco by you,
I do, and I don't have a membership.
Go get yourself a membership because
I hear great things.
There is a pie about as big as your monitor waiting for you at Costco for $5.
Yeah, I've seen this legendary giant pie. It's impressive.
$5. I mean, you get one half of that size at your other local
for $17 to $20.
Yeah, well, I wasn't thinking that much. Damn, I mean,
well,
inflation by you must be a little more.
Yeah.
I guess.
It's kind of nuts.
Here in Wisconsin, you pay about $9 a pie.
We go to a lot of farms and get stuff from there, and they definitely upcharge.
But then you get a different quality from a farmer. Then
that's why you pay the money.
That's why.
That's what you're paying for is some damn good pie.
And it's experience too, because like the pigs chase you all the way to the car. It's fun, right?
Yeah.
The chickens peck out your. No, I'm kidding.
Chicken. Hey, I would love to have a farm one day with pigs and chickens and cows, and they can all get old on my property. It would be so wonderful.
The chat's going nuts. I love it. So we got Alicia back. Bill should be joining us soon. I hear certain things. We saw a lot of Bill on our episode tonight. We see him almost every episode, but the rumor mill is going nuts, and maybe Daniel Spencer, who is in the chat, friend of the show. Love you, Daniel. How you doing, sir? Maybe you can confirm or deny this. The rumor is that Bill may soon be under Impact contract. Because he did so well tonight on the episode, getting selfies, whooping,
strapping mofos.
Yeah, just whooping asses. That is the rumor that Bill may be under contract. So we may lose him soon from the show. He may be on Impact permanently under contract. So Daniel, if you can confirm or deny that. So
that was dope. I would love to see more fans revenge matches. I'm just gonna say that ahead of time.
Let me tell you, there was nothing better than seeing a pissed off Bill on the other side of the barrier with strap in hand, just cracking it, waiting for some action. Let me tell you, that was a lot of fun. And then of course I gotta share this. Right after that, we had the selfie. There's nothing better than that. Nothing better than that. Okay.
So
in fact, we just got a message from Bill saying he'll be in. We'll just say soon. Hopefully he'll make it. We'll try to drag this out a little.
Iconic.
Bill, get on the show, Bill. So. Daniel Spencer says that's above my pay grade, but I'm okay with Bill getting a contract. LOL. There you have it, folks. It's happening. It's happening. Bill, don't forget your friends that are also going to be at Bound for Glory with you. So cheers to you all as I take another bite of pie here.
Yes. Enjoy that.
So, and I got an email today. I got to tell you this.
Yes.
We haven't sold merch in a little bit, and I just want to remind people that we have some great merch for sale. The links are in the description of the video. Each month, there's tremendous sales going on, up to 20% off.
Here, lean back a little bit. Let everybody take a gander at one of those hot numbers that you can get. Total Nonstop Impact.
Look at that.
Yes. Look at that. Isn't that sweet?
This one was designed by what's the gentleman's name?
You're asking me.
Shaun, not Shaun of the Dead. Shaun. What's his name? I forget. I can't remember.
Total apologies.
Total apologies to the guy who did like half our merch. Because
brain fart. It's that pie, bro.
Yeah, it's the pie. It's late, and Bone Man's just slowly losing his mind here in Wisconsin. But yeah, I'm gonna be working on some stuff too. Juan of the Dead. Thank you, Critical Steen. Look at that. Justin Miller, T. Hughes, thank you. Juan of the Dead has also done great stuff for several different wrestling companies.
He's an incredible artist.
He is. He's a lot of fun. He's given us great deals. But I am going to be making some new merch coming soon. Hopefully we can get it out by Bound for Glory weekend. So if you want to help support the show, and it is going to be Welcome to the Shit Show themed. So it's, a picture of Alicia with the coffee cup going.
You don't want a picture t-shirt with my stupid mug on it. Jeez.
Oh, come on.
The mug, yes, not this mug though. It's cracking screens, bro.
Oh no. We're getting views. Anyways.
It's no, dude, I assure you those views is that big old mouthful of pie you just took.
The bone.
That's the real money maker.
The bone loves pie.
We have fun here.
Yes, and like Antonio says, hit that like button and subscribe. We got some subscribers over the last few weeks. We thank you so much. We are ever so slowly creeping our way to 2K. So that's a nice goal for, pardon me, Jiminy Christmas. Bound for Glory would to hit 2K by Bound for Glory.
That would be lovely.
How about
not a must, but hey.
How about a Bound for 2K run? How about
that? Oh yeah. Check the little thing, see if you're subscribed. If not, go ahead and hit that. Ring the bell.
Tell your friends. Tell your neighbors.
Give us a like.
Dogs. Your neighbors' dogs are smart. You see them out there with the iPad watching YouTube video all day. Tell them
that's not normal.
Tell them to hit that. Oh, it is. You haven't seen that? Dogs are ridiculously smart. But cats are smarter. Anyway,
I just got a little frustrated. Sorry. Go ahead.
Cats, that's why I said that. Cats are smarter. We all know that. Let's talk about some new. We'll do it this way. Oh, that's only talking about that one. Let's not do that with them. Talking about some new additions to the Bound for Glory match or event. Jiminy Christmas. Wow, words. What are we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we've got the Bound for Glory Knockouts World Tag Team Championship on the line. MK Ultra defending against newly returned Tasha Steelz and Deonna Purrazzo. Interesting pair. Tasha Steelz and Deonna Purrazzo. I was not expecting this to go that far.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Thought it was a one night only kind of thing. I think it's interesting. I mean, we'll talk about it more when we get to the first match of the show. But it's good. It's definitely good. I have more thoughts, so we'll save it for the show.
We also got the announcement. Now, this is kind of, I don't know if you want to call this a bit of a spoiler of what might happen at Bound for Glory, but I'm not complaining because they announced that the Rascals are going to face Black Taurus, Laredo Kid, and Juventud Guerrero. But who is joining the Rascals?
One of the Rascals, Myron Reed.
One of their very own. That's right. Myron Reed making his Impact Wrestling debut at the Fallout for Bound for Glory. About damn time. It's all I got to say.
That's exciting. It's cool. Because if you know the history of the Rascals on the Indies, then you kind of know who he is and stuff and how they all band together.
Right. And even if you never saw that version of the Rascals together and you saw maybe some old episodes of MLW, man, I loved watching MLW episodes back a handful of years ago. And Myron Reed was always like, I don't know, he was protesting stuff. He was part of some stable with some guys. I can't remember who. None of them are together anymore because Myron Reed's not in MLW anymore. But he was always one to watch on that show. Let me tell you, you know, like we have Trey Miguel and a lot of the X Division stars.
Phenomenal talent. He'll fit right in.
He will. He really will. And seeing him in that fresh black and green gear.
Those hockey jerseys.
Can't wait. I mean, they got some good stuff going on there. They really do.
I know things are good, but I pray for the day that all 4 of them will be reunited with Dez in the mix. But
oh, you mean Mr. NXT Wesley?
Oh, that okay. See, I don't watch Yonder, so sometimes the name changes.
Yeah,
throw me off. But yes, he'll always be Desmond Xavier to me. So
yes.
Sorry.
So yeah, very excited about that. Lots of stuff happening in the world of wrestling. This may be the last few episodes we see Sami Callihan. We talked a little bit about it last week. It is, you know, but if he's moving on to bigger and better things, it is what it is. You know, the guy's super talented.
It's good, regardless, because we always feel very strongly is that even it's sad that they're going, but good luck to them. You know what I mean? And we'll maybe see them again.
Yeah.
Just sucks. Sammy's the shit, and it's sad. So I don't want to talk about it too much because I'll get emotional.
He's been such a mainstay for this era of Impact Wrestling. He's been a constant, you know. So
top 5 wrestlers. So for me, I take it personally.
Yeah,
I'm kidding.
Right? Yeah. Well, it makes sense. It makes sense. You feel like they're your guys. You're watching. No, I totally get it. This is from Daniel Spencer. I got to add this in here. Just started doing live show on Tuesdays on youtube.com/@ringside podcast as well. Twitch and Facebook, wink, wink. But man, it's something and interesting. So I appreciate you guys always doing this. Please go give Daniel Spencer and their podcast some love. In fact, I got to write that down. Remind me to write that down. You're not reminding me. You're gonna tell me, write that down. All right. So, what else is going on? Oh, I saw this on Reddit. I catch little things. I'm not like a big Reddit guy, but I am on there at least a few times a week checking out. I'm
a big fan of the Am I the Asshole subreddit, so I feel you. I'm on the Reddit. I don't give a shit.
I've not heard of that. I'm not sure.
Oh, it's something. That's all I can say.
All right. Yeah, I imagine Vincent Kennedy McMahon is on there a lot. I'm just saying.
I'm sure he's posting in the.
He's a popular guy nowadays.
Very popular. He's someone I would suspect would be in the Am I the Asshole?
Right.
But I don't know. I don't think he cares if he's the asshole. So
if you're in our Discord, you know that there is also what is that? A channel inside our own whatever, you know, it says what terrible thing has Vincent Kennedy McMahon done today? And a few times in a row, I said, damn it, he woke up again, you know? So, yeah, we have fun on there. Go check out the Discord. That link is in the description as well. What else would I mention news-wise? No, I'm not playing the jingle. When Bill's not here, I don't play the jingle.
But we're stalling.
Oh, we were talking about, we're stalling for Bill.
We're stalling for Bill. He's the star of the show tonight, guys. He's important.
Of course. If we don't have him on, God, we're done. We are so done. You assholes couldn't wait for me. No, but I was talking about Reddit. So I saw this earlier on Reddit that Impact Wrestling is going to be doing like a combo show with AAA down in Mexico, which is going to have a lot of Impact Wrestling stars on. I believe Deonna Purrazzo and Jordynne Grace are some of the knockouts, and you're going to have the likes of Alex, Shelley, among many others are going to be on that show. I saw the poster. I can't remember who is all going to be on there, but that's coming up it's later this year. But obviously it's
there's only 2 more months after this, so it can't be too far along.
It's between now and Christmas. I can't remember. I thought I downloaded the poster, but then I'm not going to be able to bring it in here because I ran out of room. So Daniel Spencer says, but Bill was and is the MVP of Impact Wrestling, of hashtag Impact on Access TV tonight. Yes, absolutely.
He's the gift that keeps on giving.
He is.
Our very own.
We love
Wild Bill.
It started out with Bill joining us at a pizza party in Chicago for, I can't remember. It was a Bound for Glory like 4 years ago. And Trent and I put the pizza party together, and we had a handful of people show up, and Bill was one of them. And we had him on shortly after that, and he joined the show. So it's been a wild ride with this show. It really has. Truly blessed to have the audience we do, the crew that we do. I'm very proud of us. And I'm not sitting there trying to toot my own horn. I'm just saying this.
I think we have a good environment around these parts.
We do. We really do.
We're here to enjoy wrestling, but we're also here to have the fun. We
totally are. And we don't take ourselves too seriously. I mean, I'll stroke my ego here and there, but it's all, you guys know. I'm not like that, really. I'm not.
We're literally just people who do this as a hobby because we also watch Impact and enjoy it. So we're just here to have fun and talk about all kinds of stuff, right. But also wrestling and Impact.
We're not the biggest. We're just the best. Anyways.
I don't even like to think of it like that because I think everybody in the field for the most part doing this podcast, especially when they're focused mainly on Impact, are doing a really good job. And anything to put eyes on the product and maybe new eyes on the product, we're all doing a good job. So no, there's no winners. Just everybody vibing and enjoying wrestling podcasting.
When I say we're the best, I
know exactly what you mean, but it just made me want to go into a spiel that we just like the vibe, we like the atmosphere, and thank you guys for tuning in, but also feel free to tune into other Impact podcasters because there's a lot of good ones out there.
Like TNI UK. And I'm sure
sister team.
Yes, we love our UK guys across the pond. Speaking of across the pond, Alex Windsor just announced for the UK tour. Wonder if she's going to be part of that gut check. What do you think?
I don't know.
She's a hell of a talent. I thought she was retired, but I'm thinking of someone else, clearly. I think I'm thinking of Ginny because I've seen a few of the matches between. Now, this goes way back. I know. J Bone's bringing up the Flow Slam again. And that's where I saw him. Ginny, Alex Windsor, all talents from the UK scene. The indie UK scene was incredible. And this is all pre-NXT UK.
Which you've lost me.
that UK scene was just on fire. It really
Well, I know about the controversy it caused in the UK scene, but yes. Other than that, I'm not sure who was on that.
See, this is a perfect example right here. Bonus baby here saying, "You're eating pie." This is all in caps too, so it's very loud and very proud. "You're eating pie during a live podcast. Of course you don't take yourself too seriously, J-Bone." Yeah, see? Perfect example.
At least he's not chewing into the mic. I will say that. Otherwise, I'd be like, "You better be muting up, buddy."
I've changed my ways. I've been told to stop doing that with my lollipop. Speaking of, where's my lollipop?
Well, that's different because the constant clicking. Because you can't just like put a lollipop in and just leave it. Like you gotta
play with
fixate with it.
Right. You gotta move it around.
Gotta spin it on the teeth.
Yeah. Slap it up, flip it, rub it down. And, oh no, sorry. That was. I got excited because Belle Biv DeVoe has new music coming out tonight, and I missed
Who?
it. So, Belle Biv DeVoe.
Yep. Okay.
The three guys from New Edition that broke out back in the late 80s, early 90s. I'm really dating myself with 30-year-old hip hop stuff, but.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. You go. Wait, you're not going?
What?
Are you going?
No. They came out with new music.
Sorry. I thought you said they're playing a show. I know you. I'm sorry.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Eddie says you're showing your age. Yes, I am. Yes, proudly, yes. Pie with Paul, my favorite nephew. Pie with ice cream, Uncle? No, whipped cream. Always whipped cream.
Yeah, with pumpkin.
Unless the pie is warm, then of course a la mode is an option. But not tonight. Well, shall we jump into tonight's episode of Impact Wrestling?
I think we got time. We can start.
We can start? Okay. Yeah. we usually do about a half hour of, jibber jabber / news. So I think we jibber jabbered enough. We're trying to delay it so that Bill can get in here. Bill should be in here relatively soon.
When he gets here.
We'll see. Star of the show he is. This is the 5th of October episode, Impact Wrestling. It's a new era. We're in the thousands now. My goodness. It just, man, we grow up so damn fast. We start out here with Tasha Steelz versus Killer Kelly, one half of the Knockouts Tag Team Champions. Really good to see Tasha Steelz back. Well, what did you think of this?
I thought it was good in the sense that they really got to start building up Tasha and Deonna as a team. And so, sorry, that was very distracting. You can go on to the big pieces. I think it's good because especially going against Kelly and Masha with Masha in her corner, I feel like that's the team to beat. Clearly, that's who they're going to be going after. But because Tasha and Deonna is such a surprise pairing that they're, like I said before, they're doing a good job in kind of trying to establish the relationship going into it. And so Deonna coming out to assist Tasha when the odds game wasn't in her favor, I thought was a good move. So I appreciated this match. It was very good. They got the win. She got the win against Killer Kelly. So
she did, which gave them a shot at Bound for Glory. Yeah.
It's going to be a dope match.
I'm not the smartest guy when it comes to wrestling. I didn't
Me
see
neither.
this coming.
My psychic foreshadowing and foresight did not foresee this combination, but I'm not
This tag team
upset with it. I really like it. It's Deanna and Tasha. It's like a dream team. So
it really kind of is, because Tasha has really been something special to the roster the last few years. When she was in the tag team with
Kira.
Oh, thank you, Kira. It's forever gonna be Kira. When they were in a tag team, oh man, there was nothing hotter in Impact Wrestling.
They had such personality. I loved it. They're fresh and exciting, and Tasha's still fresh and exciting, and now she could be fresh and exciting with Deanna, who's from Hackettstown, and we fuck with that. So
that's right. Tasha, I would think behind the scenes is that I hate to call her a veteran presence, but she's not the spring chicken that some people may think she is. She is a little older. So,
she is the fountain of youth.
but she's right. How she performs,
she's
absolutely.
She's seasoned. But the same could be said for everybody on the roster. People a lot of the times assume, oh, they're young, they're new coming, because they are unfamiliar with their work on the indies.
Right.
And it's like, it happens quite a lot. And it's like, no, nay. These people have amazing careers before they became televised wrestlers. And so it's worth going on YouTube, where you can find all this stuff and do your homework and get familiar with the history of your favorite wrestlers like Tasha. Exactly. And everybody else.
Yeah. So yeah, like you called it a dream team. If you think about it, yeah, because they truly are some of the best knockouts on this roster. So to put them together is nothing to sneeze at.
I also appreciate that they're dual personalities, and so I think they're going to vibe really well together the more TV time they get, especially if it's going in the direction I think it might be going. No spoilers for Bound for Glory, but wink.
Yeah. So like I said, Tasha Steelz gets the win here. They're triggering a match with Tasha Steelz and Deanna Purrazzo against MK Ultra. So super excited about that. I mean,
yeah,
that match alone, without all the other amazing knockout matches that are going to happen, it's just you're so proud of this division. You got to be,
Yeah, because Killer Kelly and Masha aren't going to be any easy foe. It's like they had to get the odds game going to get the win on this one, because Kelly almost had her, So I think it'll be fun. It's exciting. Two really tough teams up against each other, and it's something we could all appreciate.
The biggest question here is, yeah, you can look at them individually, Tasha Steelz and Deanna Purrazzo. Are they going to be able to work together? Are they going to have that chemistry? Not, you pick two of the greatest of, this gal and this gal, or this guy and this guy, and be like, oh, that's so great. Put them together. That'd be so much fun. Two superstars or whatever.
Platypus team.
It doesn't always, it doesn't always work. Miscommunication sometimes happens, and there creates friction automatically.
I will say, I feel like a lot of the time when the miscommunication happens, it's when it's two people who are on opposing sides of the coin trying to team when they're already beefing. And so that is a recipe for disaster. But this is a situation where it's two people who are happily joining a team together. I think it'll be successful. I think it is. I think it's cooking with hot oil.
We could be cooking without oil for this one.
That's my favorite saying right now. I had to say it.
So we'll see what happens. We got a couple weeks to go and see how they prepare for this because they don't have much time. Gia Miller with Jonathan Gresham backstage talking about how he treated Speedball during his match. And even Speedball interjected himself into this interview segment.
I thought we were friends.
Exactly. You couldn't spit that out at a better time.
What happened? I thought we were friends.
As I try to fumble through all our lovely little clips.
You got hair on your booty cheeks?
Oh! Yeah, that's clearly not the one I was looking for. Miss you, Willie. Hope you're doing well.
This is sick. This is sick. This whole place is going to hell in a handbasket.
Yeah, there's that one. Yeah, we missed him too. Yeah, some of these we do have to get. Here it is.
I thought we were friends.
I thought we were friends.
Love you. Yeah, we got to clean this up one of these days.
Yeah, it's a little dated.
But they're fun. They're so much fun. Because they're classic moments. Especially that Willie one. Jeez.
Memories.
Yes. It's definitely a highlight from this podcast. So yeah, I have enjoyed this feud with Speedball and Jonathan Gresham. I don't know if this is going to lead to like a match at the pay-per-view or a pre-show. I think it'd be a great pre-show match, honestly, because I mean, there's not a big title on the line, but it's still worthy.
A show starter at most, because these two are phenomenal talents.
Right.
I think it would be an exciting way to start the show, because that's good energy you'd get off of it. Also, these two have, I guess you would call it a rivalry, kind of a long-standing rivalry, because they had a series of matches a while at the beginning of the year, I want to say. Time's a blur in wrestling land, so it could be wrong.
It was this year. It was,
Yonder.
So much happens, yeah.
Yonder.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that's good. Hopefully it'll be the show starter, because I got a good feeling that that'd be just the right amount of energy to fuel the fans and get them hyped up for the oncoming show.
We're so used to always seeing such a happy, charismatic, appreciative Speedball. Now we're starting to see a little different side. He's dare I say, hurt. A little frustrated. If
he's a sad ball.
He's not so speedy. He's kind of sluggish ball. Yeah.
Little sad ball, Mike Bailey.
He thought
they were friends.
The rain cloud is over Speedball. It's slowing him down.
He thought they had respect for each other in wrestling.
Yeah. Handshakes and hugs and all that stuff. Yeah, maybe not so much.
It's like there's no crying in baseball. There's no friends in wrestling.
Right. Everybody turns on everybody.
Which we'll get to that at a later segment.
Well,
Continue.
we got Tommy Dreamer next calling up.
So we're there.
I kind of feeling that's where yeah.
How appropriate that we have landed right where I needed to speak.
Yes.
Good transition.
This was a great segment. Love Tommy or hate Tommy, he knows how to bring the real life emotion into a segment.
Yes. And he is friends with everybody.
Yes.
I need a clip of Tommy Dreamer going, I thought we were friends.
Right.
Because I feel like that is also another one of those situations where it's like he's good friends with the person he's feuding with from a deep emotional level. I mean, he was copping for Bully Ray, of all people,
right.
a while back.
Right.
And so it did what it needed to do. I got the feels, but I'm also like, you are friends with everybody, sir. There's no friends in wrestling.
Now, and I gotta just interrupt here for a second and
Do so.
hit the rewind button because your co-host here is an idiot. Anonymous just reminding me that Bailey already has a match at Bound for Glory pay-per-view against Will Ospreay. Jiminy Christmas! How did I?
Well, thank you. Thank you for the correction.
Yes.
We're okay with admitting we fucked up. You fucked up. You fucked up.
Here's a good one where we're gonna do like the oh come on, where is it?
You hit us with the stock photo.
Yes. Botchamania, my God, I don't think we're that good. And we're not that popular. And listen to these guys talk about this match when there's obviously something else going on later. What's up?
Anyway.
So
what's up with airplane peanuts? Okay, sorry. It felt like a Seinfeld moment. I'm sorry.
It did. That's where I was going with that. It was accidentally on purpose. Like halfway through it, I'm like, hey, this looks that sounds like fun.
Okay.
So that in itself, I don't know why they're doing this 2 weeks before Bound for Glory. That completely just like messed my head up now.
What are you referencing? What was just corrected, or the Crazy Steve and Tommy thing?
No. I'm rewinding just briefly because I'm talking about
Gresham and Speedball.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Like, why is this happening when Will Ospreay? I'm not saying he has to be on the show.
Oh.
But they're
why not? It's wrestling.
Well, they obviously have to do something because Will isn't there. But it's like, okay, so is Gresham in the long run going to screw Speedball at this dream match?
It's possible.
Okay. That's exactly what I wanted. We continue.
Okay.
Mayor, big fan of Tommy Dreamer here with the bedtime story segment. Damn.
I thought we were friends.
I thought everybody loved Tommy. No, I guess not. No,
Trust me, Bully's a good guy.
Tommy with the real life, he's always bringing the real life feelings, the real life stories. And I'll say this, he's great at doing it. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he's great at referencing, past occasions where so-and-so and so-and-so were on the road together. And he puts you in that car with them.
Yeah, I will fully agree with you on that. Great storyteller, and like you said before, he just gets the emotional aspect of it really in a perspective. So,
yeah. And I felt like we were going to get a similar thing to what was also really many people talking about this within the last 24 hours. And if you know, there's a certain former WWE star kind of crashed the party on another company, AEW, talking about Adam Copeland and his segment last night. What's that?
Schmedge.
His segment last night.
Not quite Edge.
Oh, come on. He's still good.
No, it's like good, but because Edge is WWE owned, he's Schmedge. He's not quite the Edge. He's Adam Copeland.
Right. He can't be the.
But he got the music. I did hear that.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes, the Metalingus. But his segment with Christian is eerily similar to kind of what we got tonight. No, and I'm not sitting here saying, "Oh, Impact copied." So no, this was all pre-taped weeks ago. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I'm comparing the two because it's fun and it's wrestling.
Did Christian stab Edge with a fork like Insane Steven did to Tommy Dreamer?
Verbally, he stabbed him verbally because.
It's not the same. It's not quite.
No, but it did get quite the reaction. Let me tell you what happened.
Well,
real quick.
Okay.
So Adam was in the ring, called out Jay, like I said, doing that real life thing there. Because they are best friends. Called out Christian Cage, Jay, or Uncle Jay, as his kids are called him, and said, "Hey, these younger kids that are attached to you, they're going to drain you of everything that you give them, and then they're just going to put you by the wayside, and you're going to mean nothing to them. This is the perfect opportunity. You're here. I'm here. Let's show the world what we can do together. We can have a match against the Hardys, the last match. We can have a match against the Young Bucks, against FTR, and show them why Christian and Adam Copeland are the best damn tag team still today." Christian takes a moment, looks around, crowd's all for it. Yeah, make it happen. Christian goes like this. They embrace, they're hugging. Adam's like, "Yes, we're doing this." Christian, stone-faced, puts his mic up to his mouth and says, "Go fuck yourself." Turns around, walks away. Yeah, that
the big F.
But AEW also put out the uncensored version on their YouTube and their socials. So yes, it wasn't physical, but it had the same response because everyone was like, "Oh my Lord!"
Got swerved.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think Tommy taking a fork to the spinal, he's going to need a backiotomy. I mean, dude, it was sticking out of his back for the rest of that segment.
It stayed there.
It stayed.
Right. And he was just like paralyzed. Not paralyzed, but he was paralyzed from it. He was just laying there like, ah.
Well, yes.
And let me tell you, from a guy who's had 3 back surgeries, there's nothing worse than some lower back pain to ruin it.
As a woman, yes. I can agree.
Right? And so, yeah, it started out very emotional. They had a great embracing, moment. They were hugging.
Tommy.
And then as
the hug progresses.
Daniel Spencer, thank you so much. He says, "Go fork yourself," is what Crazy Steve said. See, there you go.
See, I think with this new gimmick, I'm really enjoying calling him Insane Steven.
Insane Steve.
Instead of Crazy Steve, Insane Steven.
Or how about Steven Insano? No, I don't know.
It doesn't make sense. His name is Crazy Steve, not Crazy Steve-erino.
Yeah.
You're always trying to jack my shit, man.
I try to stir
just let me have.
It doesn't always work. Yeah.
It doesn't always have to. It doesn't always got to be stirred.
Right. Stop stirring, J-Bo. Stop stirring. But yeah, so I'm excited about this story for Crazy Steve, the man who is legally blind. I mean, Tommy went all over the place with this, with the realism, the stories, everything. And you can look at Crazy Steve during the segment, and you can tell Tommy got him a few times. Just,
well, Tommy's a real dude.
Yeah. He brings the realness. Yeah.
He's a grandfather of wrestling. You know what I mean? So I'm sure there's a lot of the younger guys, and I say that loosely because, I don't know how young in your 30s might be, but like a lot of those guys probably have experiences like that with these guys on the road, these older veteran types who either took them under their wings, like you said, you help them out with hotels so they could put an extra money in their pocket, because
Right.
it's real, man. Like, people on the indies especially are carpooling all the time just to save some money, because not every show pays you what you're worth.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it right there. Got it right. So, I'm just loving the chat right now. People going back and forth with Daniel Spencer. I love it. So next, quite the chaotic match. I missed a little bit of this, but the end was definitely entertaining. We had a 10-person tag. And just looking at these teams, it's like, what?
Yeah, I got real confused at a point because you had faces with the heels and heels with the faces.
And they even had some knockouts in here, too. So,
well, yeah, Jordynne and Jody and KiLynn.
Yeah.
Which are all pretty badass chicks.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and even KiLynn, I think at one point was just turning on Jody and everyone. It was ridiculous.
Well, her and Jody are beefing because
that's true.
Jody kidnapped Taylor Wilde. I missed that.
She did something. With Taylor. Hopefully
well, it's like when she kept abducting Jay Vidal.
Oh yeah, she kept with him, yeah.
She kept kidnapping him and abducting him, and
so. But okay, so we got Jake something, Dirty Dango, Champagne Singh, one of your favorites.
Keep going, because I was just going to mention the champagne tights. It's okay.
Yeah, but his partner in crime is on the other team. That's the crazy part here. We got Eric Young and Jordynne Grace rounding out that 5. And then we've got Brian Myers, Shera, KiLynn King, Jody Threat, and
Bully.
And Bully Ray. Man. So yeah, I didn't really know what to think of this. It took me a while to realize what was going on here. I see a comment here from Eric Isaac says Jordynne kicked ass in that match. Yes, she did.
Oh yeah, she kicks ass in every match. It's Jordynne fucking Grace.
Yeah, she is quite the iconic knockout on this roster.
Beast mode.
She brings it all the time. She brings it all the time. So what this wasn't just a 5-on-5 for shits and giggles.
Yeah.
Right. This was high stakes. So the Call Your Shot Gauntlet is returning at Bound for Glory, where the winner will earn a coveted championship opportunity of their choosing any time, any place. So in this match, we had the 5-on-5. The winning team will then face off the following week in a 5-way match to determine the all-important number 1 and number 20 spots in the Call Your Shot Gauntlet. So, similar to like a Royal Rumble kind of situation, but, just to, simplify it for those who are maybe a little confused by this match. But yeah, a lot of fun. And so with one of these teams winning, which it was Jake something getting the win for his team. So Jordynne Grace, Eric Young, Champagne Singh, and Dirty Dango, along with Jake something, are going to face off next week for the number 1. The winner will obviously get the number 20 spot, and the loser will get the number 1 spot, which will really suck for them. odds-wise, at least. So, thoughts on this?
A lot of stuff happened. It was a wild match. I feel the same way. Something about these bigger matches, I get like ADD really bad. And so I'm like, oh, what's happening over here? Oh, shit, something's happening over here. And then I end up missing what's happening over there again.
Right.
It was fun, though. They are fun to watch. But it's just a lot.
Right. And it's especially fun when, and I think I mentioned this during the live reaction, is that you're not going to see this kind of match anywhere else. You
not when it's because there was like storytelling getting told in there, like when certain people tag out, you know what I mean? It's like the beefs of the rivalries of the people on the opposing teams were like showing, and then the rivalries of the people on the teams were showing. I thought that was good. It's like how KiLynn and Jody kept having personal gripes, and it's good. I'm not downplaying saying it wasn't great because I had trouble focusing on it. It's just it's hard to take notes when there's 10 people in the ring.
Oh, right.
And it was quick succession. Yeah.
I wrote down. I literally wrote down. I was joking with Alicia about this before we went live. I literally wrote down 5-on-5. Jake something.
Jake something.
Because we got the win. So, yeah. So next we got Gia Miller with wow, I don't know what name I was trying to write down there. Josh Alex. I wrote down Josh Miller. I don't know what the hell I was. Gia Miller and Josh Miller. No, it's Josh Alexander.
It's not even remotely close.
Oh boy. Josh Alexander, and then of course he gets interrupted by Shelley. Shelley.
Same suit, Shelley.
Yes, always the same. Yes. That is interesting. I never thought about that.
I've noticed. I'm trying to pick my words wisely because I am an Alex Shelley fan, but I'm not sure about the John Wick thing. The look. It's the same suit every week.
Or, now this goes back probably a little further, but I was thinking about another franchise that was popular, but someone else did that gimmick, so it can't be that. It would be the Hitman gimmick.
Oh God. The fuck is his name who did that? Loki, yeah. So how do I say it? Is that is literally the same thing. John Wick and the Hitman it's like the same thing. It's slightly different, but it would be under the same category as assassin action drama.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, Alex interrupting here, saying that he is going to be in Josh, not Miller's, corner because he wants Josh to be at his best for Bound for Glory, which seems sincere, but
except
also,
well, we'll get into it.
Yeah. So, and Josh is like, oh, okay, what? All right. Let's see. Now, next we got Ref Daniel Spencer, and he's got a bunch of people he's talking to backstage who are all going to be outside of the ring and a part of the strap match. They're going to be the strappers. And we see TNI's very own Front Row Bill.
Front Row Bill.
Cracking some
leather. He had that strap on him.
He's just, oh my
He was very enthusiastic. I had a lot of respect for Bill.
I absolutely love this. So I didn't know exactly how much we were going to see Bill during this next match or segment or whatever. But the fact that they put him backstage with all the rest of these guys and they're all cracking the leather and everything was comical. And then what do you know? We're constantly seeing Bill during this match. Close-ups. He gets a selfie with Chris Bay at this one point. Oh my God, priceless! Look at this. This is great. This is going to be Bill's like his going to be like his social media photo across the board for at least the next 3 weeks.
We gotta clip the segment so he can just have it auto playing on his Twitter, whatever he uses. He's
right. I tried to put the GIF in here earlier because I saw a GIF on the Discord. Someone shared it, so but I couldn't get that.
What, of him cracking the belt?
Right, yeah. It's just him looking just mean mugging, just crack.
He was ready.
Yeah,
he's ready to tear up people. It was so I can't believe it. How do you get picked for that? Can I be? Right. Can I be part? Can I whip someone in the next fan gets revenge match?
Yeah, exactly.
What a fun. All right, so I got to say this about this too, is that I would actually like to see this concept used again down the road. I just really appreciated.
Oh, you're talking about the fans?
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
You got to think, Bill knows what I'm talking about. We go to deathmatch wrestling, and a lot of the times it's fans bring the weapons, but we're not allowed to use the weapons on the wrestlers. So we give them to the wrestlers for them to use on each other. But I love the idea of fans getting to tear into they were getting hit hard as fuck, bro. They
were. Yeah, I mean, there were some beefy guys on the opposite side of the ring that absolutely tore the John Skyler. And
enthusiastic.
Speaking of the star of the hour, here he is.
Oh, he brought his damn strap on him. He's ready to go. Love it.
Where's Skyler?
He's still in mode. I love that. Let's say.
Oh my God. He's ready to go.
It's amazing.
He's cracking away. Oh my God.
Get that. Bill, how was your experience whipping the shit out of wrestlers on Impact Television?
It was a great time. I gotta admit, not the first time I participated in a strap match.
Oh, really?
Not the first time. There was a indie show. It was probably near Lancaster, probably 10 years ago, that it was a strap match. So I had a little bit of experience, but not obviously on Impact and a TV product. And they've done these before. I think this is maybe the third time they've done one of these matches. So fans' revenge. Definitely very memorable, good fun. And even though it was very enjoyable to get John Skyler and Jay, they were very good sports about it. They could take the shots. It wasn't a Tommy Dreamer, please sir, may I have another moment, but still a good job taking them.
Yeah, here we go. Daniel Spencer says the star and MVP.
Daniel
evening.
Spencer, he's the star. He's on Netflix's Wrestlers, J-Bone. Come on.
This is true. And he has his own podcast, which we also plugged earlier. It's on Tuesdays.
Correct.
Yeah. And David Penzer here joining the chat. Says Bill is such a big star now that he only makes a cameo to discuss his segment. And shut up, Spencer. I tried to get the news out of Daniel Spencer before you arrived, Bill. And that was to either confirm or deny whether you may or may not have an Impact contract now. Can you shed some light on this, Bill?
I have to talk to my people. I don't think so, but you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's in the mail. If there's something in the mail, I sign things without looking at them. Who knows?
And this is why we love you, Bill. But yeah, it was an absolute blast seeing that. And and now they're going back and forth in the chat. This is priceless. Daniel Spencer says, didn't Skyler say, shut up, Spencer?
That's one of his go-tos. Every time he comes out and talks down the fans in the city, it's always telling Penzer to pipe down. Right.
So Justin here has an even better idea. Says now Bill has to bring the strap to Chicago to help bodyguard Jay and his nachos.
Oh, those hooligans!
I need my chips back. I'm gonna find. I'm gonna find those.
Random. Well, but a good name.
Because we're staying at a fancy establishment, so got to protect ourselves.
Yes. Go ahead, Alicia.
I was going to say a good name for Jay joining the Good Hands is the Good Jays.
Oh,
the Good Jays. Miles better than the Good Hands. I'm just saying.
I like that. Do you think he's gonna? You think he's going to leave the side of the Shaw Taraj?
Oh, surely not. I'm sure the other guy will be back sooner than later, right?
Jason, yeah.
They have names.
They do. They do. Jay. It's the other Jay. Just Jay. Just Jay. I miss that show. I love that show. So, and I know Mayor said earlier that I missed a segment of a promo of Trinity and Mickie James, and I actually didn't miss it because it happened between Daniel Spencer discussing the match and the match itself, and we didn't exactly get to the match yet. We were just discussing the fandom of Bill. So, but it was just,
and I think was there also a Josh Alexander and Gia backstage before the match?
There was.
Yeah.
We discussed that right before you came in here. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And you're all caught up.
Oh, Daniel Spencer with the answer. Absolutely. Says the Good Hand Jays.
Kid show.
And then he says, well, I will see myself out. I love when
they jump in.
That's always great. And no, I have not gone big time. The next couple weeks are going to be a balancing act for me because it's going to get a little crazy with some work functions and the local baseball team in the playoffs right now. My Philadelphia Phillies. So by the way, I know next Thursday unless they just take Atlanta down quick. I may be at the game. I'll be at the game next Wednesday, but if it goes to game 4, I'll be at that game as well. So that could be an issue because it was depending on when it is. If it's an early game, then I'll be fine. But a lot of unknowns the next couple weeks.
So, but congrats to the Phillies. The Brewers didn't fare so well. So
those Diamondbacks.
Oof, man,
they're young and don't know any better.
Right? Jeez. And I've been telling this to everyone. I said, you look at the team that the Brewers have now, because like half of the team that they got in the second half of the season. I said, wait till they get an entire season with all these guys. You're going to see a championship team. I guarantee you. So we'll see what happens next year.
Oh, yes. And also, I know you're talking about your Brewers. Sorry to David Penzer, because I know obviously he's a big Rays supporter. which looked like to start the year they were the best team in baseball. But we won't get into the stuff that derailed them this year. But they had a few key things happen to them that did not go well.
Right. Justin Miller in the chat talking about his Cubs. Well, I think the only thing, honestly, but that would have helped the Cubs if certain CM Punk jumped in the locker room and gave him a pep talk. Honestly, just saying.
Yeah, they were close. The Cubs, they looked like they were going to make the playoffs. Like they were likely going to face the Phillies, but then they just did a little swoon, which, hey, that was the Phillies a couple years ago. They were always swooning in late September. Yeah, David Penzer, I won't highlight it, but I didn't want to say it. But, yeah, that's not good accusations on their star player down there.
Oof. Wow.
That's definitely going to derail a team, sadly.
Yeah, right? All right. Well, back to some Impact Wrestling. So, yeah, the strap match was a blast. ABC got
Where's Skyler? Can I still get him?
Can you, what?
Oh, I was looking for Skyler. Is he around?
Or
he needs a few more.
Just don't hit the wrong J. So ABC is
too sweet.
They are too sweet. I'm trying to think of what's going to happen next week. They said Sammy and Swan, which they're going to face
champs.
They're gonna face the champs next week. So when whoever wins that, being the champs, they're gonna face ABC.
Correct.
At Bound for Glory.
BFG really is coming together, and the Fallout show, I'm sure, was a Leeds news story. That's loaded up.
It was. We did talk about that.
Got another rascal coming.
We do. Let's rewind. I want to get your opinion on that because that is some big news. So he's probably going to make his first showing, in a sense, at Bound for Glory. Is my feeling.
Yeah, I would think maybe in a match, but at least in the corner, maybe of the Rascals, or interfering. As we know, shenanigans. Are very appropriate for the Rascals.
Yes.
Oh, and definitely David Penzer will not only see Jay and myself. Obviously, I'm sure at some point the illustrious Trent will make an appearance, I assume. Yes. And then obviously in the chat, I know Justin. I'm not sure if Eddie's been here. I know he's going. I know Eddie, a whole bunch of people. So definitely let us know in the chat or in the comments if you're attending Bound for Glory.
Yes, absolutely.
I won't be there, but it was fun seeing Penzer and Spencer and everybody from a distance at the 1000th show.
Yes,
yeah.
Alicia was there.
I was there.
Yeah, she was. That's awesome.
Which was the closest Impact show to us, sadly. But hopefully, if there's an Impact show during Mania Week, can make that.
Oh, yeah. I think I'll actually try and make a couple shows for Mania Week. It depends on how far away everything is.
I'll probably be set. I'm going to be honest. So hopefully Impact. Not that you have to follow my directions, but if you wanted to, I'll be pretty much buckled down at the 2300 arena for most shows.
Well, it's the best arena. So.
In the lead up to Mania, which I will do. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna go to the. It's in Philly, so I got to go to both nights of Mania. But going into it, because I know some of the shows that are going to be lined up before it. But hopefully Impact becomes one of them. If it's a joint show again, like the maybe something with New Japan again, maybe another multiverse, that'd be cool. Or even, I'll tell you, one of the best shows ever still, Impact versus Lucha Underground during Mania Week.
Oh,
with that Impact versus AAA show kind of on the horizon. That'd be pretty cool too.
Yeah, that one. And hell, I even say MLW versus Impact. There'd be some amazing matchups there.
I'll tell you that because right now that's kind of like the home base right now is Philly for MLW. So
yeah,
I would not be against it. There's definitely some similarities. So I think like in at least some of the rosters and some of the in-ring product, I still think the TV is still a little different. But I definitely think they could put on a super show for sure, no doubt.
Yeah, that'd be great. Ronan Blue, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Says we got Conan coming back, new LAX maybe.
Yeah,
that's serious.
Did I miss a segment? Was there something with?
Oh, J-Bone, did you miss some big news? You know what? I didn't share it in our private chat, but I put it in the Discord, and I know you haven't been on the Discord lately. But
no, I haven't.
Impact is doing a separate event on Sunday, the Fallout, featuring, because there's going to be have you noticed the luchadors being announced for the Fallout?
Oh, I did. And that's the Rascals, like the Rascals debut with Myron Reed is versus Juventud, Taurus, and Laredo Kid.
Yes.
Which I think is just going to burn the house down. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, because I think there was even someone else was announced too, and Conan, because they're doing before the show a separate thing, like a meet and greet, like picks, and actually like tacos and stuff, like some Mexican food before the show. I think it's like $100. Yeah.
Really? Wow. Love Juicy.
Oh, Juicy's. He's got history in the company.
He does. And
he can still go.
I love he can. He really can. My favorite stuff of his goes all the way back to classic WCW days where those guys just tore the house down. And I'm talking about before LWO and all that stuff. Just when they would put guys like Rey Mysterio Jr.
When Penzer was putting them over.
Right. Yeah. Penzer was an announcer back then. If you didn't know, he was. And all those guys, such a blast to watch, and they were just hot, and to bring back some veterans like that, not a bad thing, never a bad thing. So,
and obviously the crowd loves the luchadors in Chicago, so good time.
Oh, sure, yeah, Cicero Stadium always,
and plus I do too.
I did mention the show that's happening in Mexico. I believe it's sometime in November.
Yeah, late
somewhere
November.
Between now and the end of the year. We're laughing about when it might be. But that's a joint show between AAA and Impact. So obviously they're trying to put that relationship back together.
I will try to look into more information for this show for reasons.
I don't know where it's going to be aired. I really don't. I'm hoping Fight TV, but I don't think
it's going to be aired.
Yet.
From what I'm hearing, I thought it might actually be partially aired on Impact TV and AAA TV. Not live, but like footage from it.
Okay. Well, I'll take it. Whatever. It's fine.
Real quick. I want to answer this.
Oh,
there you go. Our answer.
I didn't see you. That's why.
It was a little crazy.
When I saw you, you were coming down the ramp to start the show. So that's why.
Yeah,
same for Daniel.
I know. I know there was TNI fam members in the chat that were hoping to meet Alicia and stuff, but I know I said goodbye from a distance because she was on the other side of the aisle, but but it was just like, okay, bye.
Yeah, we hung out earlier in the day, but once the show started, I mean, there was one guy who, I'm sure he's listening, but there was one guy who heard me, only knew I was where I was because I started yelling serotonin during the Tracy Brooks and Kazarian match. And he came over, he's like, I heard serotonin and I knew it was you. It's like,
and Alicia, at some point, I don't give spoilers.
Right.
I never will. However, there is a time where I don't know. I doubt it'll ever be heard but I do yell serotonin at some point during these days.
It's good. It's good.
And I was like, oh, Alicia, serotonin.
Just make it a thing. I love that.
Yeah. Good stuff all around. Yeah, it's fun being at the shows and being involved in everything. If you can get to a show,
live shows, you guys are such a vibe. They're so much fun. Like sometimes I wonder, like not in a bad way, but like TV doesn't do it justice to actually being there and like feeling the energy of the crowd,
it's
getting the crowd riled up. Like,
yeah, I think the production has done better of carrying that. But I remember like some of those earlier Vegas tapings where people were like, "Oh, the crowd, they're not loud enough. They're not doing this and that." It's like, no, they're pretty good.
I was
doing
going
a
to
pretty
say,
good job. It's just not coming off as well on TV.
It's very rare that it's not the crowd's not lit. It's just sometimes the crowd's not mic'd up.
Yeah,
and sometimes it's for good reason because I've heard it mic'd up, and then you hear a bunch of people talking through the show over the audio.
You're not
of like
wrong.
the commentators and stuff.
To like the big, like a big WWE show or something. Now even some of the AEW shows where it's beyond mic'd up, and like it just sounds weird. Like it's too much. Like you shouldn't hear in Dolby surround sound every little thing. There's got to be a little more play to it. But no, I think they've done a pretty good job. And credit, obviously New York had a great crowd, but I think the Memphis crowd really brought it. So, and then once again, this is a city they haven't played in a very long time.
Yeah.
So they played Tennessee, but not Memphis.
Right.
So, and hey, if you folks that are watching live haven't smashed that like button, make sure you smash that like button and hit that sub. Okay. There's also options if you're on Twitch, you can sub, you can tip on there too. So, all those options to help be a part of the show. Where are we here? Okay, so next we got Moose and Myers versus Bhupinder. It was a fun match. Moose obviously showing off his briefcase. He's, man, that ego swinging.
Well, when you got a briefcase, you gotta
show it off.
Because I like scumbags.
That's right.
Ooh, hold on. I gotta derail this. Yeah, that interesting. Pens are going in on, and I got to admit, hey, I'll admit my fault as well here. But in WCW days, I love the chairman. The chairman I thought was awesome. But I know, like, there's a reason. Like he was one of the main MLW wrestlers of late. I was there. Like, I was at that show for Mania Week, and he got the boot. The family got the boot because they were shooting backstage, and he has not appeared on. He still, I think, shows up. I don't know if it's still AAA, but he's still showing up on some Mexico shows. But he does have a place in my youth. But it's almost like Pens are just he gave us a little crumb. I feel like we need a follow up on this. The Pens are shooting on La Parka.
Little T.
Spill size Pens. What's up?
Yeah, right.
No, it's right.
I feel like that T goes way back to WCW. Maybe.
Oh, I'm sure that's WCW. Yeah. And I did not know that. But obviously, I would. Who was paying attention? I guess you had to call the phone line back then. You may have got that dirt.
Oh.
I was too young. I was watching, but I didn't understand.
Get your parents' permission.
I love it.
So, what do you think of this Moose and Myers against Bhupinder? Now, sadly, I think the match is going to be kind of overseen here by what happens afterwards because it's pretty chaotic. But what did you guys think?
Go ahead, Bill.
Well, no, I liked it. It was good to see, obviously, Bhupinder. We haven't seen him as much lately.
Yeah.
So seeing him back and working with Moose, I think, even if you don't win, I think Moose being in feuds and working with Moose is a good thing for anyone really on the roster. So
Agreed.
I think that was good in there. But obviously, yeah, this is more a storytelling mechanism, really. But hopefully, maybe it gives Bhupinder a little bit of a bump going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You figure he's earning his way. He really is. You know, something's got to be in his future somewhere.
Yeah, he's still relatively kind of new at this because, like, he briefly showed up in Impact, like when they first started kind of going to Canada, but then he was training the whole time, and that was, and once again, I still think a ton of potential. It's just you got to find the right fit. And honestly, I know it has nothing to do with Bhupinder, but like a friend of mine, like we were having a long conversation in the car about Shera again. And if you rewind the old TNI show, there's definitely some comments I'm making that like, hey, you do the right thing with Shera, that's a main event heel. I still feel that way, but I think it needs to be packaged right. I think you gotta like. I think he probably needs like a manager, like the right kind of manager, that and him just be like stoic and violent, just a menace, a terror, and that guy could be. But once again, and Bhupinder, I'm not saying I know what the right way to present him is yet, but I think the potential is there. Like I think Shera's had that potential for years. It's just finding that right. And I think they briefly teased it without a manager years ago, but it was like he was kind of being that big guy, starting to get a little momentum. And then I forget if it was an injury or if he traveled back home, but there was something that kind of derailed it and then never got back on board.
Yeah, sadly.
But I think Bhupinder at some point, that's the same thing. And like, I don't think you need to like join people together. I think you can obviously split them apart, but it's good just to see him and figure out what that role is.
Oh, sure.
It just, I don't think anyone really knows yet, but hopefully he figure, because as we saw, like some of these gimmicks kind of come out of nowhere and then they just catch steam and they start moving. Like, who would have thought the Joe Hendry Yuya team would have that momentum they had so quickly?
Right.
Like, these things can happen organically, like out of nowhere.
The wound is still fresh. Yuya.
It's open. So Moose beats Bhupinder. And then Macklin comes out, and we go to break.
The one-man wrecking crew.
We turn the book over to continue because this segment isn't over. Macklin's out there, and he's telling Moose, Macklin's got some balls. I don't know, but he is demanding Moose give him the briefcase. He says, "That's mine."
No, it's not.
I had my hand on it, and then now, pardon me, my senility, I forgot who hit Macklin, and then he lost it, and then Moose picked it up.
It was Rhino Gordon, and it flew out of his hands and landed in Moose's hands, who was outside of the ring.
Right.
So in all fairness, just because he had his hands on it doesn't mean he won it, because the whole stipulation is it's not yours until your feet touch the ground.
You got to
get outside of the ring.
Them's the rules. But hold on,
and
Jay,
he didn't make it that far.
I do want to circle back because Penzer's giving us some info here.
Please
the
tea,
now known as LA Park situation. I was visiting Tijuana with the wife and was a guest of Conan's at a AAA show. Everyone was so cool, but Parka big timed me. Following up, when Conan asked him why, he said, because Nash blew him off at a signing, so screw Parka.
Yeah, screw that guy. What a TWAT.
So that wasn't a old school. That was actually, it sounds like actually a more recent experience there. So,
Okay.
Never good when the boys and stuff are you're big time in the people there in the industry. That's not a way to make friends. But it kind of fits in with his current antics the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So just so I make sure I understand this, he was rude to Penzer because Nash blew him off?
That's what it seems like.
That's fucking corny.
These weird connections.
What is with these wrestling egos, bro? Like, I don't get it. You didn't deserve that, Penzer. You're a good guy. Don't listen to that old La Parka.
Hey, did he think that Penzer was
listen to that mean old grouch?
You know, was he drunk or something and he thought Penzer was Nash or something? I'm confused here.
We don't have enough information, but that ain't cool. You don't fuck with Penzer.
Cool.
I can tell you, I had a couple.
You want us to jump him, Pens?
Right.
I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
I mean, I had a couple beers during the Impact show, and Penzer walked up to me, and I can tell you right away that was David Penzer. I had no confusion there. I'd be like, is that Kevin Nash?
Keep going. I'm gonna step away 1 sec. Hold on.
Okay.
And I'm not up to par on my wrestling, but what is big timing? What is big timing in wrestling mean? What does that mean?
It's where you just you show them up. It's all ego related. Yeah, I'm better than you. It's all
lame.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Right.
Screw that guy.
It's kindergarten behavior, only on a wrestling level. Yeah. There, Daniel Spencer says Penzer and I tease each other, but I would never big time Penzer. Yeah, see, you guys are fans.
Nobody should big time anybody. I'm a firm believer that everyone should just get along.
Like, okay, so the joke was at one of the last titanium things when Bill and I were hanging out. And we noticed off to this side that Trent was there talking. Oh, there's the LA Park.
Boo! Boo!
He's gonna
get him out of here.
I would not do, but you know what Kyle would do right now when he dislikes the talent. He'd give it the old like he
the old snot motorboat.
But
snot rocket.
Due to what you did to the great David Penzer La Parka, you're
out of here.
Out of here.
Yeah.
We're gonna set that on fire later.
The mysterious being off camera.
I'm trying to find the clip. I can't find it. Get it out of here.
Oh, the banter.
Yes. But anyways.
One day, Daniel Spencer will be able to big time.
There you go.
Only in the TNI chat.
But Moose is laughing at Macklin. Like you're not serious. You're not serious. And then PCO gets mentioned, and of course the lights go out. And PCO shows up in the middle of the ring, which is exciting.
Every time I see him, this man's hair gets darker and darker.
Yeah, it's all part of the makeup I think he does. Yeah, because his face gets greener too. It's crazy. But then as Macklin's trying Daniel Spencer.
Oh, cheap pop.
I'm on Netflix. Yes, Daniel.
Oh, so the Gore Machine, Rhino. I renamed him. Sorry, guys. Fucked up Macklin again. The Gore Machine, because I know he's the War Machine, but it's the Gore Machine because he has been laying out gores left and right since he came back at the new episode. Not the new episode, the 100,000th episode. The 100. I don't know math. It's late, guys.
The 1,000.
I was about to call it the 100,000th episode.
It may as well be.
I may as well be. It feels like it's been that long. I've been watching since I was like 14 years old. To me, it's 100,000 episodes.
What is time?
Now I'm feeling old.
Yeah, bro. It's like
I 14.
My first run with Impact is when they had the pay-per-view episodes for like $6. But I couldn't because I was 14 and I couldn't afford that. I didn't have a credit card. My parents weren't going to pay $6 for me to watch it, but I thought the commercials were super dope. I'm like, oh, who's Trinity? Who's AJ Styles? Who's, like, who are these people?
Who's Eric Young?
And then it got on television. And like, it was really cool. And I have action figures. I have the video game. I got all this stuff.
What a life! What a life! There's the DVD board game. Thank you, Bill.
Oh, he bought the DVD board game.
Oh, okay. So then we get a segment here with Sabin saying he's ready for Kenta. It's a dream match. Hail Sabin! It's remember, Alicia, how's it go? There you go.
Am I in the right spot?
It's just
of the did I find the right spot of the mitten? I feel like that counts. That matters.
I was too
you gotta
busy watching more David Penzer insults on the parka.
Burn! That is a serious burn. Gotta put some water to that one. Parka, I guess that just means that Parka's ugly.
Wow! Wow!
Yeah.
Fair enough. He was a dick. He deserves it.
I thought we were friends.
We're still close.
There was never any friendship.
Yeah,
There was only.
Right. All right. Last but certainly not least. At least I think this was last. Josh versus Khan. Was that the last one?
Yes. Yeah, it was the final.
Josh
final
Alexander, not Josh Miller. Josh Alexander versus Khan. This was fun. Anytime, I mean, yes, of course we love Josh Alexander, but Khan's an old favorite of mine too, going back many years. So whenever he can get in the main event, it's good times. It's good times. What'd you guys think?
I like Khan. I like Khan.
He's a good wrestler. Interesting matchup, and of course Alex Shelley on commentary in Josh's corner. Which, as we all know, when something like this happens, is that there's going to be a spot where Shelley's going to help Josh, but in the ultimate throw of things, ends up hurting Josh.
Miscommunication.
The old miscommunicate.
I think Josh hit Alex, and Alex went down in a heap.
Right. My thing is if you're gonna pop in to help someone, try to notify them before the move. Or try to, hey buddy, I'm here to help. Be aware, situational awareness.
Right. Yeah. Except that never.
Oh, in wrestling, no, that's illegal. It's straight to jail.
Yeah, never happens. So, yeah. So Alex is obviously upset by this. It's like I'm out here.
I thought we were friends.
Yes.
I thought we were friends.
Yeah. Better late than never.
One of the best fights.
It is. It was played a few times this show. Yeah, definitely looking forward to the match overall between Alex Shelley and Josh Alexander. And I tell you what, though, the more I see Moose with the briefcase, I'm like, all right, well, it happened to Josh. Why can't it happen to Alex? Like if Alex beats Josh, which honestly is like the ultimate thing here. Alex has to beat Josh. That's the story. Of course, Josh is going for the championship. We all know that.
But it would solidify.
But the story goes back to Chicago last year when Alex couldn't beat Josh.
Couldn't beat him.
Yeah.
So that's what has to happen here. So Alex finally beats Josh, only to get speared out of his fancy little boots by one Moose.
Or maybe a little option C. Best friends fighting?
It's bound to happen. They're not really friends. What am I having?
It looked like you had a little cocktail or something.
Oh no, it's water and coffee with a metal stir.
All right.
I don't drink except at wrestling shows.
The old wrestling show drinking.
Just give me a tall boy and a little shooter, and I'm good for the rest of the night.
I think I did have a beer because somebody gave me a beer, so I am not rude. So I had a beer during the show, but I have not drank during the shows much often. There was a time where I occasionally had a
Yeah, in my earlier years it was fine, but again, I don't really drink, and we go to the XPW shows, and I'll have like a couple beers.
Yeah,
I had a couple beers at the Impact show.
Now, I was at XPW last weekend, and I did see our former world champion. And,
Miss Tessa Blanchard.
Ooh.
Yes, I did, and she's definitely earning her stripes on there because, like, she went pretty much more hardcore than I thought she was going to go in a match. So she went against Mickey Knuckles, and they did not. They were going through the crowd, and there was some.
They were using the crowd as props.
Yeah,
and there's a cute little kitten spot. I was really worried.
There was a kitten spot.
No, the kitten was okay though. The kitten was delicately handled,
not harmed. So,
whose kitten was that? Did someone just bring that?
I don't want to say it. It may have been a plant kitten, but I don't know.
It might have been a plant. Would they hide it under the ring?
I'm assuming it was somebody, like a friend or
right.
cat.
It was
baby.
It was sleeping under the ring.
They're in Jersey everywhere. You just turn around the corner. Although I will say
the cat is.
I saw multiple rodents on my way back and forth to that.
Every time I go to and from the car, there
probably are a bunch of cats around with the rodents that are.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Dead and alive around there.
Yikes. So I'm just curious. You know, we talk. It's a little controversial when we talk about Tessa. You know, I mean, most of us are over it at this point. Some are not. What is the response to Tessa when she's coming out now for these shows?
Oh, she's huge. Ever since the day she stepped into the business, into the
and like
the
at
locker
times,
room,
she tries to heal it up a little bit. Like she's trying to, like because
she's slapping beers out of people's hands, pouring beers on people's heads. But I think it's just because she's given a freedom where, like, I'm going to be 100 at indie shows. A lot of the time, some people just take it too far, and they got to get corrected, and I support that. So, you know, if you're going to get a beer poured on your head by a wrestler, or, you know, the taste slapped out of your mouth, you kind of probably deserved it.
But obviously, once match start, like even whatever, like you can still tell she's extremely talented in the ring. So that's going to win over people, even if they weren't initially cheering. So
Is she? I feel like she's been pretty being there when she first made an appearance. People are really behind it. So, but it might not be necessarily be the crowd that would have been against her in the first place. But I think she's getting booked a lot more, and she's popping up a lot of places. So I think she's on a redemption arc.
I think she's on the redemption. She's taken the road, and it's not an easy road. Like, this is not an easy path.
It's like sometimes you got to step back too and remember that she's only 26, maybe.
Yeah,
she's not that old.
The youngest world champion.
Yeah, she's not that old, and everybody
Hopefully
did dumb shit in their 20s, and the best thing a person can do is just like learn and grow, and redeem themselves.
It happens. It happens.
Yeah.
Keep your head down. Yeah.
Head down, nose clean. You're gonna go places, kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I keep hearing things that she's gonna end up north, but
well, she's still that damn good. She's just doing death matches now. Which kind of makes her even more terrifying if you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gives her kind of an extra edge that she really didn't have before.
She's very clean cut before.
Very, very. Yeah. Well, she had the diamond gimmick.
Oh, she's still doing that, but now she's swigging Hennessy bottles and taking glass bulbs to the head. So good for her. Good for her.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't say post or pre or post show. I said during the show, because I just don't get out of my seat during a show. That's the thing.
Right.
I stay there unless I'm called to action. But unless then, I stay in my seat. So that's the reason. I'm not saying I don't drink for any reasons. I'll drink before or after if I decide to drink that day.
For those on audio wondering what Bill is talking about, David Benzer put in the chat, Bill, we drank in Vegas. Don't act like a prude.
That's good.
Poolside.
I got to keep my wits about me at an Impact show. There was a time where it was used. I remember it's infamous. It was an infamous. My friend will always tell me, you started Beer Battle Riot, and it was Melrose Ballroom, New York, Eddie versus Moose, like one of their no DQ matches, and I happened to have a bucket of maybe Heineken's. I forget what it was back then, but it was a bucket of beers, and it wound up getting used during the match. It made such a mess. And there's probably me. You see me just offering it to them, here, take this, please. And Eddie did, so it actually affected. It hurt my buddy Moose more. So
nice.
But they got into it. But you notice, they did stuff like that years ago. But now everybody just use water. Nobody wants to use beer and get all sticky during the show. Maybe an indie show, but nobody on TV wants to actually use a beer. And
then after a while, it stinks too. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Oh, and I just wanted to show these off one more time before we get out of here. I did have these overlays of you.
Who's that?
Bill. you just mean mug in the ring, just strap in hand.
I'm looking at Skyler right there. I know I am.
Yeah.
That's what I do when I look at Skyler.
And then here's a happier point later in the match.
Chris Bay!
Look at that. That's going to be a profile pic for the next few weeks on all socials. Right there. That you can't beat that. It's good stuff. So, any last minute things to discuss before we get out of here?
We're going Bound for Glory.
2 weeks away, man. It's coming up quick.
They'll be here before you know it.
So stoked, folks. Let us know if you're going. And if you're going, get in touch with us because we got plans. We're gonna have the the traditional pizza party and a couple other things going on that weekend. So yeah, we love to see you. We'd love to hang out with you and just have a good time. Just kicking back. Nothing crazy. Just just real easy going. So, but yeah, thank you, Bill. Glad you made it. And Alicia, I'm glad you're back feeling better. And on your way out, folks, you know what to do. Smash that like button. Smash that sub button. Ring that bell for notifications. Why? So that you know when more of our content hits your screen. Check out all the links in the description. Check out the merch pages, especially the spreadsheet. I just got a bunch of emails from Spreadsheet saying that they added a bunch of new pieces of merch, including, you know what weather we're getting into? It's hoodie weather. They got some new soft hoodies. So what better way to get into the season with some new TNI merch on that soft hoodie? Link is in the description. Much love, everyone.
Season.
Is what season?
Spooky season.
Spooky season. That too. Yes. So yeah, keep an eye out for new merch coming soon. We'll see you on the road real soon. Much love.
Woo!
Can't find it.
Woo!